Hello everyone, thank you for dropping by. I've got a few thoughts I'd like to share today. For those of you who know me or have followed any of my videos, you understand that my wife and I have planned for a while now to move to the Philippines. And that was kind of a retirement plan that it may be on hold right now for a while. Because of the way things are in the world, we have to be really careful about how our future plans go. As for now, we live in Canada, and we're living in Vancouver, BC actually, which is a pretty nice area of Canada. But the thought that we had is move to the Philippines. We'll have a retirement where the money we have will go further. The climate is tropical, so you're going to have some rainy seasons and you're going to have some dry, hot seasons, but pretty much humid as well. Now, there are things to consider when you're planning on moving across the globe to the other side, and some of them are very valid things you have to think about, especially when you're getting up in years. For myself, I'll be 69 years old before the end of this year. And of course, medical attention, medical care is something you have to think about. Not too many of us get to this age and don't have at least some kind of health issues, so the person has to be a little bit wise there. That came more to mind this past weekend, when I woke up on Sunday morning and really not feeling good at all. I kind of wondered if I was maybe having a heart attack or something like that. So I woke my wife up and she woke her son up, and they drove me down to the hospital. Now, in Canada we have some of the best health care in all of the world. And it's nice to walk into a hospital, say, look, I think I got something wrong with my heart, and they'll zip you in right away. After very little paperwork, they take you right in and they check you out. And I was in there for probably about 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours. People drawing blood, taking x-rays, doing all kinds of things that if I was in the Philippines, I hate to think how long all of that would have taken and how complicated it would have been. And not only that, but when everything was over and I finally was cleared to leave, it turned out to be something that wasn't as serious as I thought. Thank goodness for that. But had I been in the Philippines and gone through a couple of hours in the hospital and maybe walked in and said, I think I have a heart problem or something, maybe have I had a heart attack or whatever, I don't know how long it would have been before I was put in and had some kind of care at all. And to me, that's a little bit concerning when you start thinking about that. I've heard of some absolute nightmares of foreigners going into the hospital in the Philippines. And not just foreigners either, people that actually have lived there for their entire lives. And some haven't survived because the healthcare is just not what it is here in Canada. That's no slur on the nurses or the doctors over there. It's just the way the system works versus the way something like that works over here. And there are things that a person really has to think about. The way that COVID is right now too throughout the world, and quite obviously they have it much worse in the Philippines than we do in Canada. We've been very fortunate here to get away relatively unscathed. In all honesty, through this entire COVID thing, I haven't known one person that's had it. And I know people that, how would I put that? I know of people who have had it, such as sports stars or whatever, that you hear about it on the news, but I haven't actually known anybody personally that's had it. So, we're very fortunate that way. And though I know there's some out there, it doesn't seem all that severe here. Where in the Philippines, it could be a real mess if you end up with any kind of a medical problem at all. So, you know, as an older person, a guy has really got to think about that, and he's really got to give some serious thought to, is it really a good place to retire? Maybe just a place to go for 6 months of the year and then come back to your home country, where you know that you can have some good medical care. Maybe if something's not feeling right after 6 months, when you come back to Canada, you get it fixed up, you go back to the Philippines again 6 months later. But there are definitely things a person should think about. For us, we're buying a condo over there. We've been making down payments on it for a while now. And so we will be there eventually, just not right away. Thank you for watching, and everybody take care. Stay safe. Thank you. Bye for now.